Okay, thank you.
Recorded
Hey,
starting already. Okay,
oh,
great. Uh,
we all need to be on our best behavior, is it?
no need lah, just be yourself lah, bro. Just be yourself. Cause at the end of the day, we are hiking together. When it comes to hiking, it's not the best behavior because we deal with everyone's worst behavior also in the experience lah. Correct or not,
Okay,
Sandra?
okay.
Yeah. So just be yourself. Just have fun. We always just want to have fun. Okay. Before we start, hang on. Let me just share my screen. Before we start, let's just say a word of prayer. Father in heaven, thank you so much for today, your grace and mercy that we are here, for we are planning for this divine trip that you want us to uh, participate on, Father. Father, we know that this trip was no accident because you have planned such a way that we are able to be part of this trip. Father, as we are heading into this trip, I pray that, Father, heading to planning of this trip, Father, I pray that may you open up our minds, our hearts, for us to be able to um, explore and learn, see how what are the areas that we have done and commit to you, and also where we can improve, and so for us to be prepared, Father, for this trip, Father, as we know that this will be uh, quite a big undertaking for us, Father. I pray that may your grace and your spirit go before us, so that as we are planning, Father, uh, there will, even though there will be no hiccups, but even though there will be hiccups, Father, you are always in there. Your sovereignty will be able to help us to bring this whole trip into fruition, and a rewarding one, Father. We thank you, dear Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, cool. So everyone, you can turn on your mic and whether you want to ask me questions or anything. Just be flexible. Uh, just so we just be, it's not a formal meeting lah, basically. So I actually don't mind. We are just friends at the end of the day. So let just be, what's the word I always use? Suddenly a stress pula cakap. And it just be yeah, interactive. Yes, that's the word. Hang on, let me just shut uh my my WhatsApp. You guys can hear me? You guys can hear my screen, right? Because I've totally shut
Yep,
my Zoom
yep.
already. So
Can.
this is our Murud hike 2025. This is as you see this photo. It's actually just us last year. Finally, we actually went up to Murud exactly the same timing as this year is July. So when the prayer conference was happening down there, we chose to go up there so that we have the place all to ourselves. And yeah, it's quite an experience. To be there is quiet. It's quite something to be able to experience that, and we thank God for that. But little did we know that us arranging that trip last year will be the one for us to be utilizing that experience for us to prepare for this trip this year. So I think God has a very unique way of planning things lah. Okay, so an overview, guys. So basically, this meeting is for us to have an overview of what this trip is all about and what to expect of the hike, and to manage our expectations. All right, because we know that we in this group, it's a combination of a few people here, a few groups actually. So we have the Pasta Isaacs group, which is Jimmy, Michelle, Joanna, and Edward, right? Edward, yeah.
Yeah,
Edward
yeah.
and Pastor Kim Lian, and that is one group, and the other one is actually Sandra and her Sandra, Amelia, and her cell group. So we actually have that two groups. So I think it's very important for us to be able to have a same page, for everyone to have a whole idea what is this about, because I think now we're entering April already. So I don't want you guys to be last minute prepare. Later everyone panic. It's not a good thing to be in lah. I think we should go there with a peace of mind and for us to be ready. All right. So in this meeting, there will be two sessions, because it's actually quite a big trip, So there will be one is a travel summary, which is our trip from Lawas to Baklalan. We are just going to do one portion of that first, so that you understand how is it like and things like that. Now the part two is where the Murud part, where we are heading to Murud. How was it like, and then all the little plannings, and yeah, and both portions we will have that Q&A for separately, because it's better for people to understand portion by portion lah. All right. Now the travel summary is it. It starts with this. Basically, we are a majority of us. We are going in from Miri, all right, and then we will head to Lawas. But some of us, I know, like for Misha and Jimmy, they will be coming on KK. Most likely they are coming by land, yeah. So we will meet them in Lawas. So from there we head to Long Semado, Bacalalan, Murud, and then vice versa. It's the same way. We're heading back to Miri at the end of the day. Now, This is something that we find that is interesting. This is not compulsory, but it is advisable to bring your passport because traveling to Sarawak is a little bit different from how we travel here because um, when it comes to traveling there's always a factor where uh, there's not as much urgency compared to what we have here. So when we say a certain time we will go a certain time, but sometimes they have other factors that will affect our trip. Now, why I say that is because that might affect, even though you might have that flight ticket from Lawas to Miri, right, or Miri to Lawas per se, there might be large changes because the Twitter plane, the small plane, also is bound for weather and availability at times that those are the factors that we can't control. Right, so there's a possibility and the event where a cancelled flight or late reaching out to the airport, we might have to travel by land. So it is advisable that we bring your passport so that because going by land is actually it's a inter-country traveling. All right. So this is the idea. All right. You guys can see my mouse, right? So majority of us is actually from Miri to Lawas. All right, if you see Miri to Lawas, actually you can go by land, but we have to go through Brunei. But presumably for now, everyone is flying into Lawas. From Lawas, we hit the Long Semadok. Long Semadok is it's a kampong that we definitely have to pass by before heading to Baklalan. All right. So a rough idea is that Lawas to Long Semadok usually going up will take around 4 hours. From Long Semadok hit to Baklalan will be another 2 hours journey. Okay, and but the good news is that the roads now are getting better. Every time as we go, the past 3 years, we start to see the roads are improving because now the government they are pushing up for the highway to be done. Yeah, so it's the part where because Indonesia is moving Nusantara, so it's a geopolitical thingy that they are pushing for the highway to be done. So the roads are getting better now. Okay, so this is the tentative plan that we have, as we mentioned in the group, right? So on the 16th, we're actually heading from Lawas to Baklalan. Um, this is where, now, just let me just track back a bit. This whole planning, right? I'm just gonna focus on the 16th until the 22nd. So I won't be touching on how you're going to reach Lawas on 15th. Maybe if you go there earlier, but as long as I meet you on the 16th in Lawas, or this is end where we will just depart to Miri. So we will not cover how you do your trip to Lawas or Miri, but I will just gonna focus on there. All right, because we have two respective groups again, so you all can discuss in your respective groups how you guys want to proceed. On 16th on July is where we'll start our journey from Lawas. It is 8 a.m. We will depart. So basically, we'll have our early breakfast, and at 8 a.m. the truck will come and get us. We have charter 6 trucks now. So because there's 24 of us, all right. So 6 trucks. So we will assign accordingly all the trucks, and then we'll head up in the same car. Head up. We will drop by certain places, historical places such as the Bible translation flag, which is in Long Semadok, and salt factory has a stop. So you see the photo here on the right is actually a salt factory. It's the mountain salt. How they process that is actually something very, very interesting. You know, for those who have not seen it, I think it's quite an eye-opening experience to see that there's still this industry going on out in the mountains. So once we done those visiting, we'll head to Baklalan. So estimately, if we are fast, it will be 2 p.m. But we are not. It's 3 to 4 p.m. We reach Baklalan. All right. So we just have a night there, rest. Yep. And then on 17th of July, which is the next day, this is where 9 a.m. We will slowly meet up at the parking of the car park, and then we will pack our lighter gears, head into the truck. We head out to Lepo Bunga. All right. It will take us one hour 1 hour plus to arrive. So I actually a little bit underestimated the time. Should be 10:30 or 11. But the arrival is around 3 to 4. So we should be able to do that by then, because it's a very doable hike to church camp. All right. On the 18th of July, which is the next day, we will just do the Revival Prayer Conference. We just join the conference. Now, the next day, following day is a Saturday, the 7:30 morning. We will have to start hiking. So I'm aware that Pastor Isaac, Jimmy, we have to start hiking. So this is for the group that who wants to hike. All right, 7:30 a.m. We're gonna hike the summit. So we should be back by 6 p.m. lah. All right. So our stamina, our speed decides when we will arrive back at the church camp. But those who not joining us, you will stay back. You guys will stay back for the prayer conference. Now, on the last day, we will continue to, for those who want to attend, you can attend for the prayer conference, and then for those who wants to pack, you can stay and pack, because I think by once you're done at 11, we start to have a light lunch, and then 11:30 we head down to Lepo Bunga. So estimately, actually, 3 p.m. is actually a very conservative timing, but I do believe by 2 p.m. we can reach Lepo Bunga already. All right. So Lepo Bunga and Bacalalan is another 1.5 hours then, depending on the weather. Again, it's very weather dependent. The first time I went from Lepo Bunga to Bacalalan, by right it was a 1 hour journey, but it took us 3 hours because the mud was bad and there were trucks were stuck. So be aware that we have situations like that. Okay. And then on the next day, once we reach Bacalalan, is where on the 20th of July, Sunday, where once we reach Bacalalan is where we start to get ready for the next day, where some of us are heading back to Lawas already. So the Pastor Isaac's group, you guys are heading back to Lawas. So make sure that you guys get ready to pack. And for the other group is we're heading to Long Smado, so we can take a little bit of time. 10 a.m. we'll reach around 12:30 or 1. We can start having lunch there, and then we can have a good time there, chill, Yeah, and then on the 22nd only, then we will start departing to Laos and then head back to Miri. I was looking at the timetable. This is a note for Grace. I was looking at the timetable. I understand that Pastor Isaac has a meeting on Tuesday, right? Monday he's going down to Miri. No, Monday he's going down to Laos, then Laos to Miri. My take is there's a lot of factors if the same day he wants to go from Laos to Miri, Miri to KL. Because we need to factor the fact that they are coming down. My suggestion would be stay one night on Monday in Miri. The next flight will be Tuesday morning 8 a.m. He will reach KL by 10:30, and then should be able to reach PJ by 12 plus. So that would be my suggestion. Else it will be too many factors.
Yes. But it is also open to him, and I mean, like, if he decides to fly to Miri, he can take the later evening flight from Lawas, and then he can take the last flight out to KL from Miri.
Yep.
Question, yes, from Bacalalan to Lawas is how long journey?
6.
6.
And
6.
and that also
If
depending
it's
on the
not
weather.
raining.
If it's not raining.
Okay, 6 hours.
Yeah.
So from Lawas to Miri?
If you're taking flight, it's actually less than an hour. So
40 minutes.
45 minutes.
So the
45.
timing of the flight is actually you have 3 o'clock. No, you have 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock from Lawas to Miri, right? Presumably it's a small airport. It's very fast, and we can get you on the last 2 flights. But you see, it's still dependent on the factor. What if the truck on the way down hit by mud and things like that? You see.
Don't do that. Break.
Yeah. So that there's mud and everything, all those things, right? Once the truck journey delay, right? I think it will be a bit of a questionable situation, lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So pay attention to that. Yeah.
Okay, can understand. Thank you.
All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. So Stephen. Sorry, Stephen. You anything you want to say, Stephen?
Samuel, can you ask Papa to unmute? Sorry.
okay.
Paul,
Yes.
I do want to ask, do you have the info on the prayer rally? The timetable?
We don't have it yet, but usually it's just by slots of. We will ask for it, lah. But
Usually it's like morning got session, like a typical conference. Like there's a morning session, afternoon session, night session.
Okay, understand.
Yep. So it's quite straightforward, lah. Basically, yeah. Basically for those who, it's just like a conference where you can go whenever you want to go. Also, okay.
So
Cool.
may I ask, sorry, on Sunday, what time do we intend to leave?
We are leaving before the conference ends.
Yeah, correct.
That's the context, lah.
So maybe after worship then we chow, is it?
We can.
Okay.
Because usually by 9-10 o'clock they start worshipping and all already. Then that's when they start worshipping also. I think the last time was 9 o'clock.
Yeah, last time was about 9. Because when we cabut Baklalan that time, they just started only.
Yeah.
Like 9:30.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
Okay. Good. All right. Great. So so this is where I need to manage everyone's expectation about staying in the village out there. In Baklalan, there's not constant electricity, but the interesting thing is actually Long Semado has electricity. All right, Baklalan doesn't have electricity, so water there is actually running on river water, right? But it's cooling lah. It's cooling. For some people, it's actually cold lah. For me, it's actually very cold. So I tend to scream when I bathe there lah. But it's a fun scream. All right. So the food and water is provided up in the kampongs, and also beds arrangement might be rendered in Baklala and Murud. So just be ready for that. Okay. And a little bit background of the people as we go there. This is where, because I married Joy, and as we go back there, I start to understand that the background of people there, they I would say the word different. They are very warm. They are very hospitable. And the more I spend time with them, the more I understand how they perceive things psychologically, right? So they are agricultural based economy. So it's like a far up mountain. So their livelihood is based on agricultural, but there is no ecosystem to boost that economy. So whenever we go, we are their economy, right? And if you are able to, if you feel that you want to buy rice, which is organic, awesome rice, you don't really get it here. It's very healthy, or even the Bacalalan salt. You are encouraged to do so because we are the economy, and you are you are blessing them at the economy. You are blessing them with the blessings God given us lah. All right. And usually what we do is we will bring gifts like kopi or whatnot, something that they will use daily as gifts. Yeah. And also do take note that in whatever transaction you want to do there, there's limited internet. Okay. So QR code is non-existent there. So pay everything by cash. Yeah.
Yes, cash is king that side.
Yep. Pay everything by cash. Anything on that, no?
Just curious, up at the Gunung Murud,
Mm.
where are we staying again? My team.
I will let you know. We'll talk that
And then-
later. There will be a separate after this.
And you got someone to cook for us as well.
I'm in touch with Uncle Andy already actually. But
Okay.
Uncle Andy, you know lah, his arrangement is
Okay.
very fun. Yeah.
That's fair. So you were saying that 50 kg per bottle,
40.
40 kg per bottle.
Yes.
So
Can we Q&A this question later for the second part?
sure.
So this is actually the logistics part. We're talking general logistics now. Yeah, that's a good question. But ask me later in case I forget.
I think I just want to touch on this portion when it comes to the different people. When it comes to the token of appreciation, right? So you guys can either purchase these in bulk, and then you can distribute it by families.
Yeah, for
For
example, like what we did back then, like last year with our group, is that we bought like a box of coffee and tea, but in the small packet ones. Yeah, and then after that we will buy sugar, buy milk, whatever, and then after that we will group them like in one batch, and then whichever house or homestay they will stay in, then we will bless that family and be like, oh, hey, this is on behalf of us. Yeah, then that will be like, oh, okay, thanks for thinking about us. So that's their culture. So my mom always reminds me that Joy always bring something back in the village
lah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
And
oh yes,
before I forget the 5 a.m. morning prayer meeting. So when you sing in the kampong, so you will be used to hearing like ding 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 ding. there will be like huge ding at 5 a.m. because that's the time where people actually wake up and then they go for morning prayer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
So you
will
will
hear a lot of dogs barking, a lot of ding ding sound at 5 a.m. So those the light sleepers, all the best. Yes. Don't worry, I'm a light sleeper, so
yeah.
can tahan. It's fun.
It's fun.
All right. Cool. Let's think. So the flight arrangement is.
So for this portion, right, let me explain for this part. For those who are flying in, so there are different ways for you to fly. Okay, so if for those who are taking Malaysia Airlines, you can fly from KL to Miri, or you can use Asia as well. But then for those who are flying from Miri to Lawas, yes, that is the Lawas code, okay, LWY. So per person usually about 10 kilo. Yeah, 10 to 20 kilo. Yeah, but however, I will go through the points first, and then the next page we will go next. Yeah, so number one, whichever flight or other transporter you decided to take, please be in Lawas latest on the 15th of July. Yeah, and because we will depart to Baklalan the next day. And then you also will need to decide, whether or not you're going to purchase rice or salt from the villages. Because you need to consider your excess luggage. Yeah, your excess weight from Lawas to Miri. But don't worry, it's quite cheap. It's about 1 ringgit per kilo. Yeah, and then you also need to bear in mind your final. Is my voice out? Can you guys hear me?
No, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Even better now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened after this is that you need to bear in mind on your final luggage capacity coming back to KL if you're coming from KL. Yeah, and also to Ikea. Yeah.
So that's that because you don't want to overweight, and then the weight, the excess luggage from Miri to KL is crazier. So as compared to 1 ringgit and a half on Lawas. Can you go next? Yeah. So you will see more information if you click the link at your own time later on. But this is in general the weight that you can bring. I think 20 kilo for certain flight, and then another one 10 kilo. Yeah. So it depends on which flight that we are taking. Then that's your excess luggage. That's your kilo weight. Yeah, and then don't worry. Usually we don't carry too much stuff when we go to Lawas. Yeah. I think that's about it. So you can feel free to click the here button when you are free on. So I think this one is.
I'll show this. Let me just go this very fast one. Let me do this very fast. You guys can see this, right? Wait. No, I need to.
You need to unmute yourself.
Correct. You need to mute yourself. Yeah. So in order for me, usually what we do is that Joy and I, whenever we go back, we actually use Malaysian Airlines. They have this thing called Economy Flex. Now that is a very funny. To me, it's the most valuable economy hacks. I didn't prepare the slide of how we're gonna do it, but basically Economy Flex. If you go to Malaysian Airlines, it gives you a 10% discount for your following flight. So what we do is that we will buy one flight ticket first, just one flight ticket, not to and from, just one. The moment we bought that, then we have a 10% discount. So we use the 10% discount code that is sent in to us via email, and we purchase the remaining tickets that we need to, right? That has a 35 kilo weight allocation for us. Although it's more expensive, slightly around $90 more expensive from just the economy, but that has a lot of benefits for us. One of it is actually you can cancel anytime, and you can actually change your flight to anytime the same price, or just top up a little fee, right? And the best part of Economic Flex is this is the hacks that we're talking about. This allows you to, the moment you bought a ticket, you can actually book your seat already, right? So this is what we always go for, because the moment we buy Economy Flex, we don't have to worry about our luggage weight, because when we go back kampong, the reason why we go back kampong and come back, the weight is more heavier is simply because when the villagers, they want to bless you, they will give you rice. Rice is their livelihood, right? And they usually give you three 6 kilos, 10 kilos, and all those kilos, right? You need a lot of weight to bring back. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. You might buy additional rice. You might even being blessed with rice. But in that is the event of doing so, buying economy flags or extra weight, it helps you guys a lot. All right? Yeah. So that's the thing. Now you good, right, Joy? Anything else?
Just to note, because this one is a prayer conference, right? So please do not expect that people will bless you guys with a lot of rice. Yeah, because there are a lot of people that they need to cater to. So do come in mind that we are going there to bless them, and then we don't expect them to give us free rice at any point of time. Like, yeah, okay, that's all.
Okay, great. Cool. Where am I? Where was I? It's here. Yeah. So what our planning covers is actually our budget that we have been doing for. What our planning we are covering is actually the truck, which is from Lawas, Baclalan, Murud, Baclalan, and for those going along Semado, we will go along Semado, and of course Lawas. All right. So the truck, the accommodation in Baclalan, Murud, and Long Semado, and meals at respective places lah. Okay, so these are the things that we are planning for. So what is not covered in the planning is actually your Lawas and Miri accommodation, all right, your food before and after the trip, souvenirs, flight tickets to Miri or Lawas, and also your insurance. So do take note, yeah. So we want to let you know that this is the thing. These are the things that we the not upper one that we are planning. These are the things that we are actually planning lah. Okay, so so this is the thing. We will. The only way to go to there are two ways to go to Baclaran. One is actually by flight, but it's impossible now because it's fully booked and we only have limited space. So we go up by truck. Okay. Now usually a truck can carry 8 people, but for the sake of everyone's comfort, we just cater to everyone sitting in the car. So it's actually 4 person per truck, right? Or else you have to sit behind. So it's actually I've done it lah. 6 hours out at the back of a truck vehicle. When come down, your face is full of sand and mud, but it's quite fun, right? But we have decided that everyone will sit in the car so that it's comfortable. All right, and this is where per car is around 2,800 ringgit. It is split for 4 people in the 4 passengers in that one car. Okay, now this when I say sorry, am I missing out anything? There's a lot of things. Okay, so yeah, so it's for 4 passengers in the car heading up. So it covers from all the way from Lawas to Murud, Lawas to Baclalan, Murud, and all the way down. So this 2.8 is the whole car packaging. So we call it chartering of the car. So we have actually booked 6 cars. I have booked 6 cars for 24 people. So that allows the drivers to get ready to anticipate us. Now we understand that there are situations where there's possibility that people might have to pull out at the very final moment. But we try. Due to emergency, but we will prefer that if those who can't make it 1 month before, give us 1 month notice so that we can arrange or at least find a replacement. I would prefer the replacement method rather than we have to go through option 1, 2, 3. Although these are the options for us to decide, but we still prefer the passenger who's pulling out find a replacement. Anything you want to add on, Joy?
Yeah. I think when it comes to this, we are giving let's be like on a democratic moment for this time being, right? So I'm gonna give you guys like 3 options to look into. So option 1 is that every group will pay for their own car. So whoever pulls out last minute, the remaining participants pay for that car still. So if one person pull out, the other 3, the whole total of the car, the 2,008 will be split by 3, or whichever remaining number. Or we are going for option 2, which is everybody pays a non-refundable option, which is 700 ringgit. Yeah, and then whoever pulls out last minute, the money is non-refundable and it's fair for those who actually sit in your car. Or the option 3, each group will also pay for the car. However, if someone pulls out last minute and the remaining participants say, I don't want to pay extra money, so these 3 people will voluntarily sit at the back of the other cars. and then the cost will also split lah equally in that car. So it will be so much cheaper if you are okay sitting at the back of the car. So there will be some life hacks, like some life tips on how to survive sitting at the back. Yeah, because it can be a cowboy ride. So yeah, we can brief you on a side note if you guys are like, hey, you know what? I think I want to go for like the even cheaper option. I don't mind sitting at the back of the car for 6 hours. Then great. Yeah, you just let us know as well. Okay, and then when it comes to the seating arrangement, do follow the core team's decision, which includes Paul, myself, and Grace, and also Sandra. So we will decide who will sit with who, and then any request for any changes of seating arrangement, it will not be entertained at all. So do come with an open heart and a lot of humility and understanding, because we are a very big group, and any changes of like, oh, I want to sit with that person, I want to sit with that person, I want to sit in the middle or the side of the car, we don't want you guys to like quarrel unnecessarily. So just bear with one another when we go. If the four of you just internally discuss who wants to sit where, you guys arrange yourself. Can? So yes. So I think that's about it when it comes to the Lawas Murud transport. So yes, there will be 2 cars coming down earlier from Baklalan to Lawas. Then the other remaining will go to Long Semadola, and then we'll go back to Lawas the following day.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Right. Yeah, I'm muted, I think. Alright, cool. Okay, awesome. Next would be any Q&A for summary and trips accommodation for now, before we go into the Murud hiking.
Yeah, now we are open for questions and also discussion on which way to go when it comes to the transport arrangement.
Yeah, Paul, Jimmy here.
Hi, Jimmy.
Okay, question about, because we'll be driving from KK to Lawas, where do we park our car?
That's I was about to ask you
Yeah.
that question also.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have a trustworthy
I
person.
have my relatives there.
Joyce, I was thinking of Joyce uncle actually. Joyce uncle has a campsite just right beneath the entrance to the road to the kampong already, but it's a foothill. But we have to ask first. We cannot give a
Okay.
Yeah, we need to ask, cause I
Okay,
think
okay.
yeah, cause it's kind of like a peak season during that time. So just need to double check with him first. Yeah, because I have
Okay.
multiple uncles staying in different places. So I can ask 3 of them lah. Yeah, depends on where
Okay.
they are during that time.
We will keep that in
Okay.
mind. We'll keep that in mind, Jimmy. Thank you for asking.
Okay, and the Lawas accommodation, we are supposed to arrange ourselves? Or?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
Okay, so we will arrange.
Choose any hotel
Yes.
that you want, that you like, you find is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Google has plenty of hotels, and there are quite a number of new hotels as well. So you guys can choose that. Yeah.
All right. Sure, thank you.
No worries. Any more questions, guys?
Yes. Sandra, Stephen, any question? Edward.
No, none from me. I had a question earlier, but I think you all answered it regarding the weight one. But yeah, super comprehensive lah, y'all. So got it.
All right. No worries.
So I just want to ask everybody, when it comes to the transport punya arrangement, since there are a handful of us here, do you guys want to decide on like, hey, you know what, let's go for option 1, 2, or 3, or do you guys need a little bit more time, and then you guys discuss with your own group and then be like, hey, you know what, my group decides on this arrangement, or the other group decides on this arrangement, then we come back a little late, or how? Which one is best? We discuss later on.
Is it like we making executive decision or how?
Yeah.
It's best because we managed to attend the meeting, right?
I mean like it depends on like, do we want to decide here, or do we want to give the rest an information?
I think it's
like,
best.
oh, hey.
I think it's best we decide here, lah. We just have a few representatives from both groups. I think it's good we just decide here. then we just stick to the decision. It makes things easier.
I think it's also what's best for you all because you are the organizer.
Mm.
So you guys tell us how you all want to work on it. Because we also try to accommodate. You know what I mean? It's not just about us. Yeah. What's
Yeah,
best for you all?
like for us, it would be great if we can go into like option 2. Then whoever pull out last minute, then at least it's fair for everybody. Or like the worst case is option 1, no? Yeah, whoever pulls out last minute, whoever stays in that car, you just pay for that car, lo. It will be slightly a bit more expensive than 700, but 3 people sitting in one car is still more comfortable. So yes.
Joyce,
Yeah.
let's say regardless option 1, 2, or 3, right? For example, if I have to pull out last minute, I can find a replacement to
Yes.
replace my spot, right?
Yes.
So after all, it's still 700 per pax, right?
Yes.
As long as I pull out, I manage to get someone,
Yep.
Yeah.
then we can still go with 700.
Yep.
Yes.
The problem is I cannot find anyone. That is a problem,
Yep.
correct?
So
Yeah.
so if you can replace the someone with the $700, if you can't, unfortunately, the $700 we will say it has to be burned now because
Yeah.
it's such a big factor. We cannot move everyone. Yeah. If
Mm.
we are okay with that, then we go with that.
Yeah, provided that like unanimously somehow 4 people pulled out last minute, then okay lah, at least jimat one car, then that car will be like automatically like we already know we can kill off one car, then we don't need to pay for that one car. You see? Yeah, but then if like 1%, 2% from some group somewhere, we're like, oh hey, I cannot make it. Then the remaining 2 will feel the burn even more. So it depends on can the person can the remaining people yeah, it's just more like it's very heavy lah on 2 people paying 2008 lah per car. So yeah. So
I mean,
so
to be
that's
fair
that.
to you
Yeah.
guys, because if you can you hear me?
Can.
Yeah.
To be fair to you guys, if you have already booked the van, I mean, we have all agreed. Let's just say my side is three trucks. In the event if 4 of us can't make it, I mean, why not we all collect a deposit of 700 each for the truck or something?
Yep.
If the four team can't make it, 1 truck burn, but the 700 is non-refundable lah. To be fair,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Can
You guys okay with option
you guys
2?
okay with that?
Yep.
You guys okay with option 2?
Yeah, so you have a cutoff date, then we, in fact, we are working towards your cutoff date.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
We will give a cutoff date.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's not just about us, it's also about the organizer. So
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you for being considerate. Also, Joy and I
Thank
would
you.
like to give a disclaimer. Can you mute your side?
Okay, sorry.
This all planning, right? We are doing. We are doing voluntary basis. There is no extra charges cost when we are planning for this. Yeah. So we are also paying what you guys are paying. So I think that later we will come up with a budget sheet for everyone who is paying and whatnot and things like that. Excel sheet is. Are we doing that? A shareable one for everyone to see. Then you'll be able to see the breakdown lah. So yeah.
So then even more, we should pay you the deposit, and then if anyone can't make it, then we should reburn lah.
Yep.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? Yeah,
Okay.
that-
Fair enough.
Can.
Fair.
Yeah, and also a huge disclaimer. In this trip, everyone goes voluntarily and everyone agrees to take responsibility of their own health and safety. And you guys are not going to blame anyone in this trip or any trucks or any house or any danger that may or may not happen. And then you guys just accept that whole responsibility and you guys decide to go on your own, okay? Yep. So everybody agree, okay? Yeah. So I don't want like if anything happen, we'll be like, hey, you guys didn't plan well. So yeah, because we did have this talk as well last year with our friends, and everybody will be like, yes, I agree with the terms and condition that that everyone is responsible for their own safety and insurance. So
Of
please
course.
buy your own insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, please buy your own insurance if you want to. Yeah, because there is no insurance in this whole journey covered by us. Okay, it's a so if you are agreeable, yeah, so come with joy and a lot of prayer and your own insurance.
Okay. Any more questions, guys, about planning a competition before we go to another level, which is about the hiking and also another type of competition. The one is more cheeky one. No, huh? All right. In counting one, counting two, counting three. No. All right. I shall proceed then. All right. Now we're heading to discuss about the Murud planning itself, the very hike. So we have photos here, okay. These are the photo guides. You guys can see my mouse, right? So basically, we will leave our luggage. The thing is, we don't know which is Park Lalan. It's very important. It's because again, this is another logistics that you need to be aware of. We will go to Park Lalan, stay one night, right? All your luggages that brings your heavy, your laundry and all those things, you can remain some. The one that you want to remain in Bakalan, you can. The one that you need to hike up, you bring a separate bag up, okay? A separate hiking bag up, all right? So that will. So when we come down, we will go back to that same homestay to repack from there. Then we go back, all right? Now from Budok Nor to Lepok Bunga, it's a 1.5 hours journey. All right. Also, it depending on the weather. If you can look here, it was a rainy day, right? I was sitting behind it. The mud was shooting at me like dunks of poop like that, you know. Then my body was muddy lah. All right. So be ready to embrace mud on that day. All right. And this is the entrance of Lepok Bunga. As you can see here, all the trucks. Once they park, this is where we will park. All right. It's a very it's a very simple hut. There's a very simple toilet there. That's it. And then next to on the left of this place is actually this entrance already. If you see this is the entrance to start the hike already. All right. So we will start moving up the hike. And yeah, it's quite a doable hike actually. And then not long later, we will hike around 1 or 2 hours. Then we will start reaching out to this the metal bridge. We call it the metal bridge lah. So the metal bridge basically
The Joy Bridge.
the Joy Bridge. Yeah, it's a metal bridge, aka Joy Bridge lah. All right. So the bridge will actually make things faster. It's basically just walking distance. And according to Cikgu or my calling grandfathers, Cikgu Sang Sigar, they actually upgraded now this year. They are adding more metal plates up there already. So we are able to enjoy the new ones lah. All right. And then yeah, my wife says because it gives you joy when you see the metal planks. Indeed, because you walk very fast.
Yes, because the moment you see the metal planks, right, guys, you guys will be like, yes. You know why? Because the path is so smooth. You don't need to climb on anything. You just need to follow that plank. Yeah, just be careful when you walk on the plank, so that you don't because some planks are not balanced well. Some parts. So you just need to watch the person before you when they step on the plank ahead. I mean, on the earlier part of the plank, will the back plank like naik lah. So it's just that part lah. But in general, it will give you a lot more joy. Yeah, it's so much easier than the part where you baru start one, because there's an elevation and it's very rocky, like it's very woody, rooty. Yeah, so that's why it's like about 2 hours. And then usually at the Joy Bridge there, you can eat your lunch. Ish. Yeah, if your homestay owner pack you food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually when we hike, the homestay owners, they will pack us food lah. All right. So I will try to remind them to prepare that for us lah. Most I think they already know already lah. The moment they say Murud, they will prepare lunch lah. Okay. And yeah, once you pass the Joy Bridge already, you will reach this holy ground. So this is one of the. Once you reach it, is actually a junction. There are 2 ways to reach to the campsite, but this is actually a more beautiful, a more rewarding way. This path, this is the stairs, the Batu Lenatit, right? Lenatit, right? That rocks, Lenatit, yeah. So when you will see these beautiful stairs here, so it's a good place for you to take photos, okay? So Jimmy, don't forget to take a good photo with Michelle, okay? You guys have done it here already, amazing. You know, you reach it here, yeah. So then after that, from this stairs, you'll reach up, and then you see on the left, this is where you will reach the rock on top of it. You will see the fantastic view. This fantastic view is very unique because this spot, you can see three countries in one angle here, right? Indonesia, Brunei, and Malaysia here. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, this spot. Yes, you'll be able to climb the rock and you'll be able to see this. Okay, and then not later you come down and then you see the church camp. So this is the view you see. This is the church camp, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you pay attention, it is made up from wood planks and all of this. All right. Now, pay attention and remember, it's wood planks. It's not cement and all those things, right? So, in terms of thermal heating and all those things, insulation, right? It's not the best. So it is very, very cold up there. Speaking about cold, the first time I went there, I arrived there at 4 p.m. It is actually, I think it's slightly higher than the KK. What's the KK base camp? Mount K base.
Laban Rata.
Laban Rata, yes, Laban Rata, right? It is similar height as there. And the more I arrived there, here at church camp, when I was breathing, my vapor came out already at 4 p.m. guys. It is a very cold place. So take note, it is a very cold place. All right. And then at night.
And also just to before I forget, I think this season, especially July, is a wet season. It's a rainy season, so the temperature will drop tremendously once it rains. When you are in church camp, so it can go down to like a single digit, or it can go down to a single digit or close to like 10, 11. So if you are okay with that temperature, then great. If you're not, then bring your windbreaker. Your windbreaker is your best friend because this place is very, very, very windy. Yeah, so church camp is super windy, and I think windier than Laban Rata. So yeah, so it's very, very cool.
All right, cool. Anything else? That's all. Okay. All right, great. Next for us is actually this is where the hut would be lah. All right. Our accommodation. As I mentioned, it's actually a wooden hut. It's very simple. It's actually it's very simple setup for us. And take note, I learned there's a different kind of build of the hut there, right? So this one that you see here, it's a beautiful hut that has a very nice chimney. So that the first time I went there, I kind of thought I wasn't experiencing. I didn't know what to expect, right? So the first time I went, I saw a chimney. They were doing all the hot waters on this chimney. It was nice. The second time I went was a hut without a chimney. So whenever they were cooking, right, all of the smoke is literally just circulating in the hut. So you literally come out like a smokehouse lah. So just take note lah that you might be able, if you have smoke allergy and all those things, do pay attention to that. I might have to see how we can to navigate that, because these accommodations, right, they are actually belong to all the villagers. They build all their small little huts, these houses up there, right? They only visit that place once a year, once every 2 years, that kind of situation, right? So I was told that the hut up there, quite a number of it, they are booked by friends and relatives who are going up there already. So spaces are limited. But this is where I want to answer Sandra's question about how are we assured of accommodation up there, right? For Pastor Isaiah and Pastor Kim Lian, Cikgu Sang is aware of their arrival. They have specially arranged the church chapel for them to stay. I have updated him about Pastor Lindy. He's here to come back to me. But for us, the remaining 20 people, Uncle Andy Agong, who happens to be Joyce's uncle also, he called us. He said, "Don't worry about it." In his classic reply, Don't worry. Places are ready for us. So usually that's how Sarawakians, everything, don't worry, at the end it will turn out fine but hopefully it turned out fine. So he has told us that he's going out together with us to Murud this year, and he will host us. That was the last conversation I had with him last week. So that's the thing.
Well,
yes hello.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will only know where we're going to stay, much later. So we we are really at the grace of the people. But knowing Uncle Andy, he will make sure that we have a house. But it's just more like we don't know where lah. Yeah.
The last time we actually stayed at the church, the first church, the old church where they were built many years ago before the long house church. So we stayed there. Then the kitchen was where they cooked somewhere else.
This house.
It was at Pa Andy's house.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, ours one last year. If you can see the photo, it's like where we cook is where we sleep. So everybody will just that's your life for 3 days, 2 nights.
To respond to Sandra, here's the tricky part when we come to arranging this. Yes, I'm aware that is a good suggestion, but you see, I've been trying to ask Put Yudan, Cikgu Sang, there is no central committee to arrange our hospitality, so we have to manage one by one. So even I go back to Uncle Andy, that was the response that he gave me. But maybe I can ask him about the old church lah. But there's no guarantee because I was constantly being bounced here and there lah. Just so you know. Yeah.
No. I'm not requesting for any special accommodation. Come what may.
I understand you're letting us know that was an option that we can try to find lah. So yeah, thanks for that.
Because it's double story. It has like another story up there. So and then on the ground floor there were like 3 partition. 3 rooms.
Oh, nice ah.
So actually the 5 girls, there were only 5 girls. We took 1 room. And then the guys had the other room. And then upstairs there were other people. So we were all like just But it's fine. Come what may. Whatever is available, we will stay.
Alright. Yeah. Cool.
I'm not requesting for that.
Understand. But thanks for the idea.
Yeah. And the other thing is I would like to recommend is to bring an air mattress.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, I agree. Because that's what we bought last year. It was heaven. I was like, oh my gosh, I love our air mattress, man.
So together with the sleeping bag.
To add note to this, it was Sandra's suggestion that before you gave us the suggestion, we went to Murud because of that, and we will thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you for raising that up, guys. This is where I need to let you guys know why the air mattress is so important. Because if you look at this photo here, the planks on the floor, they are planks and they have actually gaps in between the planks, right? So at night, all the cold air actually seeps through, you know. So again, guys, it is so cold that no matter how thick I was wearing all my heat tech and my jacket, right, the coldness penetrates through. It was no joke cold. It really goes through your skin. So that is how cold it is, guys. I don't have no vocabulary to stress how cold it can be, but please do not underestimate okay, the coal, all right, and also please bring your own torchlight because there is no power. You only run on solar, and their solar is pretty much from the China type one and things like that. So the post 2 a.m. in the middle of the night, when you want to go to pee, we actually rombongan tandas lah. So we were bang, nak pergi tandas.
Do bring extra slippers because your hiking shoe will be wet. It take a while before it dries off. Hopefully by Sunday. So what we did was we brought extra socks. Yes. Because then it's so wet, right?
You need to at least like have 3 pairs, 3 to 4 pairs. Yeah, thick ones.
Yes. That was lifesaver. So.
Yeah, correct.
Just sharing.
Yep.
Remember to bring sarong, easy to shower.
Yeah. We brought sarong,
yes.
so that easier to shower.
Yeah, that one will be in the other slide.
Okay,
I like how this one slide brings us so many flashback of memories back.
So yeah, guys. I think for this part, I would encourage everyone, for those who are very phone like job, like very your work is like really in your face 24/7 in your phone. Please manage your stakeholders expectation that they might not be able to reach you for 3 days 2 nights, and then
they might not, they can't.
Yeah.
There's no line.
Like if you really need internet, you will need to go all the way down to like Lepong Bunga, you know,
Actually-
like 2 hours later.
Actually, there's a spot. The church has a spot.
There is one spot in church, but then you would need to look at like 1,000 people there, okay? in church. So most likely your connection will be gg.com, so it won't be non-existent. So please manage your stakeholders' expectation that you will be fine, you will be safe. You might be safe, okay? I'm not saying that it's 100% safe, okay? So you'll be safe, and that you just cannot be connected lah, huh? So bring your power bank, and you can keep your phone dead for the next 3 days 2 night, and then you just charge it on the last day. But that's what I did. The rest were like on the phone in one corner in the church last year because it was empty. So there is some connection somewhere in church, but in general other places don't have. So no point one. So this is a good place for you to detox. Yeah, and get to know one another better, talk to other people because there are like 1,000 other people there. So get to know them lah throughout this whole trip. Yeah, and then make sure your power bank it has a lot of, like, a lot of battery still. If you are using like rechargeable items, like your torchlights are rechargeable kind, so make sure your power bank can support it as well. Yeah, because there is no electricity at all during that time. And bring your own earplugs if you are a very very light sleeper. Like me, I am a light sleeper, and then another friend of ours also is a super light sleeper. So both of us, we didn't really sleep throughout the whole entire night. I was like only sleeping for an hour or two the night throughout the whole entire trip. So do bear in mind that you can hear everyone and everything. The moment someone moves their bed, you can hear everything. So bring your own earplugs or earmuff or whatever, as long as you can sleep. Yeah, or if you bring your sleeping medicine so that you can like conk out the whole 8 hours. So it's good. Okay. That's all on when it comes to sleeping arrangement.
All right, good. Okay, that's so many information. So yep. Okay, awesome. We're on the first page of the Murud Hike only, the accommodation bit. Yeah, comes to water. Now water source is quite interesting. They actually use rainwater. Being boiled, we drink from it. Yeah, so I was just saying, yeah, this Paul, Joy, Sandra, and Mila, we tried it and we're still alive today, talking to you. So thank God, yeah, it's fine actually. So do know that boiling water will need time to cool off. So if you have plastic bottles or all those things, so make sure that it takes time for it to cool off before you pour into your utensils lah. All right. Yeah. So okay. That's the gist of it. And these are the toilet cubicles. You will be given a bucket around, walking around it. You need to bring your own toiletries and all those things. Water there is actually brown in color. Brown not because of mud. Brown because the water there is actually being marinated by leaves. So the color is actually dark green and brown to some extent, but it's actually by
It's clear, but it's brown. Yeah, because like sometimes because our natural habitat, like in Malaysia, the moment that the sediment is the leaves are down in the river, our leaves come out with like this brown color tannin thing, and then it will make the water brown, but it's actually very clear. So there's that. Yes, you would, like, for me, like one thing that I've learned from last year's trip, I think bring your own little S hook. I think that helped a lot for you to hang inside the tiny little toilet.
Let me reiterate, Joyce. S-shaped hook. Yeah, S-hook.
Yeah,
S-shaped hook.
S-shaped hook. Yeah, then you can hang your toiletries and your clothes. Maybe bring 2 or 3 to help you like hang, and then also help you to hang your torchlight. Yeah, usually people will bathe during the day when it's a little bit warmer, like when the sun is already out. That's when the best time for you to shower. Then after that, like towards the night, yeah, the moment the evening comes, when the wind comes and the rain comes, the water temperature will drop tremendously, and then you will be ultra cold. Yeah, and then you most likely, because of this arrangement and so because there will be 1,000 people there, so I think there will be like a public pool Right, Sandra? I think there's a public pool outside like this that you can see the picture where you are going to shower with the other people. So bring your own sarong and yeah lah, bring your own sarong and shower lah. Yeah, itu.
Okay.
Sandra, it's quite cold water. Very
Yeah,
cold.
It's
get
very,
ready
very.
to scream. Get ready to scream when you bathe. You
It's
have never you have
it's
never
like
experienced
it,
this.
it looks like a tea water, so we call it the tannin water.
Ah yes, tannin.
And then like all of us, the 5, 6 girls, we all like booked up one toilet, so we all shower together, all respectively one corner, swimming together. And then we sharing shampoo. No, shampoo, who wants faster?
Yeah. Usually you will finish within 3 minutes or
And then
2
we were
minutes
all like
max.
screaming together. So it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. No complaint. Actually, we love
That was so
Pakistan.
fun,
We
man.
love Murud.
Yeah.
The food there is so good. So yeah.
Yep. I
Love
actually miss
everything.
the food up there, Even though it's
Yes,
so
I
simple,
do.
it's so good.
It's
Yeah.
simple, but it's so yummy.
Yep.
Yeah. Because everybody's like hungry and then like they're like hungry and then after that kan it's hot food. I'm like,
Oh, speaking of which, you can bring your own snacks, small snacks like
Yes.
Oreos or maybe cup noodles. Or in fact, you know Kembara, they have those put in water and then heat up meals for you. You can bring them. But do take note, everything you bring adds up to your weight, to you or your partner. Alright?
Mm. Yes, I agree with that. Like whatever that you plan to bring up, do go through with Sandra, Stephen, or those who have like gone before. Like then you can ask us, hey, you know what, like can I bring this extra stuff or that extra stuff? But then just letting you guys know, the more you decide to bring, that's the more weight you need to carry and your partner needs to carry, right? So if I'm you, plan wisely and plan lightly. Yeah, but bring your own happy snacks lah, huh? Because sometimes some people are not a hiking person, so your happy snacks will keep you sane for like 4 hours up and down lah. Yeah. So that's my advice.
Alright, let's proceed. Let's continue. Okay. So so do expect there will be a lot of mud. Right? There's mud everywhere. So this was my shoe. I was wearing my Mr. DIY Kampung Adidas. Walking once in a while, it's just so powerful. The mud will just suck your shoes, and then you just have to refit your shoes a few times. But don't underestimate the mud, because it drains your energy a lot every time you need to move around and things like that. Okay, so there's mud everywhere. Okay, yep. Again, the hike will take maybe 8 hours, 10 hours, 13 hours, depends on your fitness level. So we have to depart at 7 a.m. Alright, so make sure your outfit can withstand cold, maybe windbreakers, something like that. Alright, and carry electrolyte drinks, please. Or bring salt, ORS, all those things. And you need to bring a bright headlamp. Okay. Please prepare these. These are your essentials as hikers. They are the thing that you never know what's going to happen in hiking. Your body might react or respond to the environment differently, but these are things that the bare necessities for our body to come to stabilization when we need them. Okay, please go for training as well. Okay, do go for training and things like that. For those who yet to start training, don't worry, we will start training here at TDDI. Okay, yeah. So all right, and our clients are there, guys. Yeah, this is another question here. But the good news is these clients, they are actually the first 200 meters from Lepo Bunga entrance up to the 300 meters. They are not all the way. The moment you pass the Joy Bridge, they are gone already. Okay, there are tiger leeches everywhere here. So bring whatever you need, salt or whatnot, for you to be able to get ready. Or if you're already afraid, make sure you wear the socks that can prevent for them lah. All right, but even they land on you, it's a healing thing lah. So yeah, it's good that they choose to make you feel better and your body be better. Okay, what's next? So at the end of the day, once we reach there, just enjoy the nature. The beautiful thing is actually the nature is beautiful. There's a lot of picture plants, and there's a lot of beautiful
Moss.
yeah, moss.
Yeah,
It's
so
beautiful.
pretty.
And there's a lot of plantation that I've never seen before. There's one photo I couldn't add here, but it was actually there's this green moss on the river, Steel River, is so beautiful. It's just bright green, you know. You have to see it for yourself. You really have to see it for yourself. So there's so many things. So I think the goal is actually when we go there, just enjoy the trip lah. Yeah. Anything you want to add on, Sandra? You're saying?
Um, if you, for those who's attending the prayer rally, if you can, just bring along a small pillow that you can sit on, because I remember our time, we actually brought along a small pillow, then we sit on it, so that because the floor is wooden floor, right? I mean, just sharing. And after the hike,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
so it's hot and it's cold.
Mat. You
A
can
mat, bring your own mat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, what we did last year was Joy got us an inflatable pillow. So you can just watch there, you can start blowing it up, and then you can use it while
Correct.
sleeping, and then maybe use it or you're kneeling and whatever.
Correct.
So whatever is inflatable, it saves space, save the weight also. So just take
Yeah.
note lah.
Yes.
Any questions? Edward, Jimmy, Grace? Are you excited, Grace?
Just share.
Yay!
Our
Very excited.
just sharing. Our team has actually started hiking practice every Monday. So we have done Gasing, Tugu, as well as Wawasan recently.
Wow, power.
Yeah. So but because Stephen and myself and Amelia and Claire and a few of us are going to Nepal by this Thursday. So
Dream life, man. Dream life. One
so
day
we
I
will
just
not
one day I will just go like, you know.
be. So there's no training, but whoever is keen, do come and join us. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
Nice. Jimmy asking Potters how much and how to arrange.
Okay, that's a good question. Sorry, I totally ignored that. We have one guide, 8 potters with us. Alright. So potters, the last quote he gave me was 200 ringgit per trip. Per whole event.
I
Alright.
thought per night.
Let me
Was it per night? Oh, okay.
He gave me that quote. But again, I have to be very honest here. Alright. The way how they communicate with me, with us, is very different how we communicate among ourselves. Because we will tell upfront. We will tell upfront that can you mute your mic? We will tell upfront that what are the costs we will charge our clients, right? They will give us a rough for them. What I experienced last year was they will give me a rough figure. Then okay, they expect me to know in between the charges, such as for example, there were charges as where let's say the driver drop us along Smado for a night. The next day they're sending us because they have to stay a night. We had to pay for one extra night for the drivers to stay wait for us. So those little charges, right? They were not upfront to let me know. So but luckily we have buffer last year for us to be able to work around it. Okay. So this time I have to ask again. I had to ask again the exact prices. So I am trying to check as much. So he told me the last one told me is 200 ringgit per potter. All right. That was what was, but that's why we have a little bit of buffer for us. Let's say if there's additional, we pay a bit more lah. Yeah, but even if you split 200 ringgit for among 2-3 people who shares one potter, it's still affordable. Yeah, so it shouldn't be 100 ringgit per person lah. It shouldn't be exceed 100 ringgit per person for a potter. So we'll split around. Three. The potter can carry 40 to 50 kilos. So a person can carry around. Can give a bottle for 8 kilos to 10 lah. Let's start at 8 kilos first, okay? And then don't kesian the potters. And then the additional. The additional, if not mistaken, he gave me a
No,
quote.
But that one not inclusive of food, right?
No, that was not inclusive of food.
But
Right,
they're
that's
supposed to carry our food, right?
That's where Uncle Andy will arrange for us lah. That's another thing. Is again.
Yeah, I think we need to double check with Uncle Andy and the Potters because from last year's arrangement it was our Potters brought up our food and therefore like our slot was getting smaller. Yeah, because our food is the heavier chunk. And then we are supposed to then we can only give them like about 3 to 5 kilo only lah per person during that time, and only that after the whole trip ends, then the food finish ma, right? So then that's when we can surrender more weights to the potters lor. Yeah, so we will double check again.
Again, the price is somewhere there, but again,
Yeah.
we as organizers, we will like you to understand that a lot of factors are not in control. Can you meet again? Well, it's not in our control. Give us a little bit of wiggle space, all right, in terms of budget, baby ball. So we are still tentative in terms of the budget. Yeah, at this moment.
I think it's only one way though. Then they
Correct.
yeah, then we have to pay double.
Because like
like
last
A,
year for
yeah.
us, I think we also paid for like every night.
Mm.
Yeah, like because they were technically serving us for 3 days, 2 nights. So we were then when the moment we arrived down, then they said, hey, you know what? These are the additional charges that you guys need to consider. Then I'm like, okay, thank God that we brought extra cash to pay for the porter's cleaning service. Yeah.
Let us get back to
we
you
will
on
double
that.
check again.
Let's get back to you on that. Yeah, Jimmy, thank you for that question. Any more questions?
Having said that, I think I remember we paid extra for Pak Adi Agung to be our chef, so that he can cook for us.
Yes, we'll give him the budget and so on. We'll include that in the budget for him to.
So then on top of that, after that, we also tip him.
Yeah.
Because he was very good. He even give us supper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
Joanna,
Nice.
you raised hand?
Hi, I got a question. We type in the chat also. I think Joanna want to ask, not me.
About the leeches, right?
Yeah, what's the lead situation? You know, we want to do. We would like to do Bear Grylls Man versus Wild, but also with Cat Officers. So
Okay. I'm very terrified of leech. So what I did was you know those track pants. You know your pants that are very tight at the bottom one, the rubber kind one, and the band at the bottom. Yeah, so that kind of band with pants are very helpful because it will prevent the leech to go in, and there's the other also leech socks that you can use that you can buy. You see that Sandra show again. Morgan, can you unshare your screen?
leech socks. That looks like.
Okay, so there's this thing called
Leash sock.
this thing you can buy online. Shopee has this.
Yeah.
Leash sock.
So you literally wear this, then your shoes is outside, yeah. So you wear this, okay. But the only thing is, I don't really like this because it tends to get a bit
Humid, hot.
humid
Very,
and
very humid,
very
very
soggy.
soaky.
Yeah, very
with your
soggy.
sweat.
Especially when it's muddy. Can you imagine the mud can be up to our ankle or up
Yes.
to our knee level.
Or thigh.
I kena knee. Knee.
Yeah.
Mine was on my knee level.
So do check out Decathlon. Decathlon has
Mm.
this latest launch of their leech socks that is like our socks, but it's more compact, so the leech can't go in. So we have tried. Recently we went to CBL, in Terengganu. It helps. The leech didn't penetrate into.
Oh, okay.
So you may want to consider that.
Okay. Oh, that's helpful.
Hey, nice lah.
And also, to respond to that question, also I have two experiences. One is actually just prepare salt. When in the event it actually leech on you, just sprinkle a bit, it will just detach very fast.
Yeah.
And also the funny thing was back then I was hiking in the Taman Negara with a hike. What he did was actually he was using some sort of like like those tea bags. Like
Yeah.
back then the traditional tea bags, you just wear into his shoe and then he just on his legs, on his feet, and then he just tie. I think that's the best leash proof thing he ever done. He ever taught me.
So he put the tea bag inside, like the bowl tea bag inside.
No.
his-
You know like back then the old kopitiam one.
Yeah.
The pour white.
Yeah.
You know the
Yeah.
the linen, the
Yep.
tea bag linen.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Then
so he actually had that kind of cloth. Somehow then he just put his kaki in, just tied it,
Oh.
and then then we tied it already. Then his pants, his trousers just go beneath it, and the
Okay.
shoe. Then it's good. already.
Understand.
oh wow.
So that's the
Oh.
other option. Yeah.
Actually, I got another question. The toilet situation, right, for number twos, right? Like, is it like a wipe with? Is there like something that it flows? Is it or is it like?
It's a toilet bowl. It's a toilet bowl.
Oh, okay. So
It's a squatting toilet.
It's a squatting one.
Okay, because I was thinking, do we need to bring like wet wipes and then the wet wipes, you need to dispose of it, or can it like
If can, don't use wet wipes. Use tissue.
Okay.
Yeah, you use tissue and then you bring, if you're like very, if it's like if you use the
Bidet.
the cedok
cedok, they use the cedok,
Bidet.
right? No, the pencedok.
Oh.
Yeah, if you think the one, and then you just bring inside the toilet, then you wash your.
Okay. Now Shopee has the latest invention.
Oh, you spray that.
You spray one, I saw.
You can
Yeah.
buy the bidet from
Yeah.
Shopee. Then you put water, plenty of
Yeah.
water, right? So you pour water, and then you after your business done, after the
Yeah.
tissue, then you use that Shopee thing. You
Okay, can.
Yeah, and then after that you use your bucket to flush down everything because
Yes.
it's just like one very
Hole.
shallow
Hole.
pot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
It's like a bowl, like a very shallow bowl, and then after that, then you just.
That's such a
yeah.
nice name. I'll call it a hole.
And then thinking about wet wipes, right now it hit me one thing though. If you bring up that, it's actually a bad idea. Why?
Yeah, don't bring wet
Because the
wipes.
moment you use it, right, it's not wet
Yeah.
wipes anymore. It's cold wipes already.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
Yeah.
also non-degradable.
Yeah, it's not degradable.
That too. But I was thinking, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, you're gonna scream in another level, right?
Right.
But you must really shower. Okay, so this is the trick I learned when I was in Gunung Singkai, Singkai Ngaran. So the orang asal taught us. It says if can, wash your hair first. Put sabun, wash your hair. Then after that, leave it there. So it's wet, right? Then from there, you start to put shampoo, sabun on your leg. Then go up to your body. Okay, so when it's all with sabun already, then you quickly take the bucket of water and shower. It will not be as cold. But trust me, after your shower, you
So
are
fresh,
not
man.
that bad. Yeah, so it's really nice, very fresh.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
enjoy.
So Edward, from
Great.
today
Right.
onwards, right? Edward, from today onwards,
Yeah.
ice bucket challenge every day.
Oh.
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
like icy cold. The water
Oh.
is like super icy cold.
Or the non-shower challenge. Which one works also? The non-shower challenge. But yeah, okay. I got it.
Not shower
Oh,
challenge.
the non-shower challenge, you 100% you will not sleep one.
I will say
You
all
know
the best,
why? Because for 4 hours you are so humid. Okay, you're the first thing you come out from the car, you'll be like so sweaty, and then you climb up for like 4 hours, and then you reach there, you just wish that okay, I just want to shower and wash off the mud. Yeah,
Yeah,
You
you
will just
really need
endure
to
it all.
shower because the
Yeah.
mud level there is next level.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking
It
about
will
mud,
stay,
yeah.
it will stay in your toe for like a couple of days, a couple of weeks one.
Speaking of mud, geologically, right, the mountains there, we have high Murud. We notice that the mountains there, the grounds are softer, So when you walk, there's a lot of vibration going on. So the grounds are soft. So we are constantly being scammed. How? Because you always chochok, you thought it's firm. The moment you step on it, right, it's soft ground, and then it's either
down.
went into a mud and things like that. So just so you guys know, lah, yeah, you're hiking here, the training here is good for you preparation there, but there's a difference still nonetheless.
Unless
Yeah.
it's GB lah.
Yeah.
People can think one day I bring you all to GBB.
I have one question. There's the thing like on Shopee where they sell that like a waterproof thing that you wear over your shoe. Would you all suggest wearing that? It's like a waterproof,
Yeah, like what Sandra showed just now.
something like Sandra's
Oh, I
You wear
know.
on
It's the
outside-
waterproof shoe
on the
socks one.
outside of your shoe.
That one is
No.
quite slippery.
Yeah,
Don't.
better not.
You need
The
grip.
one
No.
tight
You need
enough.
grip,
You need a lot of grip.
Yeah.
especially
Very
when
dangerous.
before the Joy Bridge, right?
Mm.
There's a lot of wooden those stairs you need to. The moment you sleep, you actually fall down to some terrains one,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
be careful. So
Yes.
yeah. But again, the other answer to your question is also you need to just keep on hiking and then see what your body is adaptable to the equipment you're using also. Yeah.
Also, you have to bring gloves, yeah, because it's quite a technical hike. You do need to sometimes use your hand to lift up your body, and then you try to spider woman a bit, and then lift up your butt. In that sense, so it's not
Yeah,
like
agree.
a walk in the park, like your normal to go thing. Yeah,
Mm.
so you wear the glove, and then you have to and also please bring your hiking stick. It helps a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiking sticks is everybody's best friend. Like
Yeah.
Bring two if you want more comfortable pacing and all, because I think that helps with stabbing the floor. Yeah, because I think both all of us who went there, stabbing the floor is like your necessity. If not, can you will be like knee deep all the way, and that's not the thing that you want. And bring it, yeah lah, bring a good one and bring a appropriate one lah, according
So
to your height.
the hiking stick, we have to make provision for it on the flights, lah, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it depends on like what kind of hiking stick you're bringing lah. Because some bring the foldable ones, then
Yeah.
you can put inside your luggage. Yeah.
How much
Some
money to bring? Oh,
sorry, in cash?
Any
mm,
shopping?
I catch out Jimmy. Jimmy asking how much money to bring.
Or how much money? In cash. Okay, number one, provided that you are planning to buy rice, right? So this is one thing. So per kilo per rice is about 30. No, not per kilo, per gantang. Per gantang means about 3 kilo. It's like one bag of rice, but 3 kilo each. Okay, so that's about $35. For that gantang of rice. So only if you want to buy rice, so please allocate that in mind. Okay, and number two, if you want to buy salt, it's about 25 ringgit per kilo. Yeah. So do allocate those money that you need to give to to purchase those items. And then when it comes to the arrangement of the car, we also need cash to pay the drivers. And then we also need cash to pay the you already know the car price, right? About 2008. Agak about 700 ringgit in cash, right, per person. And
But
then
for the car to be fair, the car is already pre-sorted out already. It means we have to give it to us so that we will prepare the cash accordingly for them. So whatever that you give us as a budget for in the itinerary, by right we will request it up front already so that it's easier for us to manage that. But when for your additional like want to buy things or so something like that, I think 1,000 to 2,000 is actually still okay. Yeah.
yeah, about 2000, 2005. It depends on how much you want to spend. Yeah. So if you want to buy more rice, then you bring more cash. You want to buy more salt, you bring more cash. And then if you want to buy like their necklaces, those handicrafts, I think some it can range from $5 to like to like 100 or 200 ringgit. So it depends. And then after that, if you want to buy like bags, it may cost from one, like I don't know how much they're selling now, so I can get about like 100 to like 500.
yeah.
So only if you want to buy those. So
Bring extra lah. Bring extra.
Yes.
So
In the
people
past,
give them.
I don't spend
Correct.
much buying things compared to me blessing them, if that makes sense, because usually because they are my kampong so when give folk,
yeah, but these are not their kampong.
I'm giving context. I'm giving
Yeah.
context. All right. So,
So-
under 1,000 is enough for me
Because
already.
after when you see the potters, you may want to bless them.
Precisely.
Correct.
Precisely. You see the heart and dedication and how hard economically is for them there. It's not about
Correct.
buying things economically, but it's to bless them.
Correct. So then you can bless your potters, and then you can bless your drivers. You can bless your homestay owners. Yeah.
Yes.
So your homestay owners, because I think there is a bare minimum like homestay rate about 130, if I'm not wrong. And then upstairs in the hut that we are staying in the church camp area, we also need to pay for every night. Yeah, that's like about 60 ringgit if they didn't change it lah. So if they do change, then maybe additional more. But on average, 130 per night in the village in Baklalan and Longsemado, 60 ringgit up there. This was like last year's rate. So that's agak the baseline that you need to prepare. But then when it comes to bless the owners of the hut, the owners of the household, the homestay, and the drivers and your potters, those are the additional cash you can bring as well. Yeah.
Yep. Any more questions, guys?
Question. Just now you were saying that accommodation cost, right? So at the end, just now, if I understand correctly, you will share us a spreadsheet with the budget, including the accommodation, including the truck, and how much that we will
Yep.
pay upfront, right?
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank
And
you.
also, I told Joy, we were actually last year what we did was we also go and then we print and customize the shirt for us. It's actually under 30 ringgit for us. So at least we go, we have a group, and people know we're in the group also as a memory lah. There's a story to tell whenever you wear that shirt.
Sorry, what?
Print t-shirt.
A shirt.
A shirt. A
Oh,
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
T-shirt like
It's a sponsor,
dry fit.
Dry fit.
Dry fit t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe also we see how maybe we last year we managed to get customized with names and a printed verse at the back lah. But I let Pastor decide what verse he wants lah. Yeah. Any more questions, guys? Jimmy, Edward, Michelle, Joanna. All right. I think we have. I think no one has any questions. I think we have come to the end of the meeting already. Sandra, can you end us with a prayer?
Thank you, Father Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Father Lord. We give you all the honor and all the praises, Lord, for all that has happened. Lord, indeed, Lord, there is a divine intervention, Lord, for us to even explore Gunung Murud, Bakalalan, and to just be in your presence, Lord, to be part of this whole team, Lord. Lord, we know, Lord, that there is a reason, Lord, that you want us to go out, to just witness, Lord, what you have done. And we know, Lord, that in our heart, Lord, we just want to be right before you. And it's not so much about the arrangement or who stays where or what is done and everything, but may it come, Lord, that we all go as one team, one spirit, Lord, to witness your glorious revival, Lord. So, Lord, I thank you. I thank you for Joy and Paul and the whole team, Lord, for this season, Lord, that we can do this together, Lord. So, Lord, just want to submit, Lord, this whole planning into your hands. May it be your desire also, Lord, for us to be there. And may you grant us a safe journey, Lord, to go and come back home safely, Lord. So, Lord, thank you for each and every one of the participants. Make us safe. Allow us to witness your miracle blessings, Lord. So, Lord, we seek your permission, Lord, and we ask you for your divine intervention as well. So, Lord, we surrender, Lord. In the name of Jesus, I pray.
Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time.
Yes.
We'll see you on the trip.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right.